Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone, where we are continuing to address documents from the case file styled as Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Mr. Brian C. Kohberger. It is case number 682MD2022. And in the last few episodes of this series, I have provided a link for you where you can look at these records. Today, I would like to address a hearing that occurred in Pennsylvania on January 3rd, 2023. Mr. Kohberger was arrested in Pennsylvania the week before on December 30th, 2022, associated with a warrant that had been issued for his arrest, alleging that he committed crimes in the state of Idaho. But he is physically in Pennsylvania, and the matter of whether or not he should be extradited to Idaho from Pennsylvania was at issue at this court proceeding. And I have provided you with a link to the order and a document that Mr. Kohberger signed within the description for this podcast so that you can review it for yourself. On that day, Mr. Kohberger appeared in open court. It was the 43rd Judicial District in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And again, the matter of his extradition was addressed. It was a very brief hearing, and thereafter the judge entered the following order. And it stated, and now, on this third day of January 2023, after hearing, and Brian Kohberger's voluntary waiver of his rights pertaining to extradition, it is hereby ordered that the defendant, Brian Kohberger, in the custody of the Sheriff of Monroe County, Pennsylvania, he by him be surrendered to the Latah County District Attorney's Office, State of Idaho, or its authorized representatives within 10 calendar days of this order. So here, the court is stating that Mr. Kohberger has waived his rights to fight extradition, and therefore he is to be returned to the Latah County District Attorney's Office and or its authorized representatives within 10 calendar days of the 3rd of January. So by entry of this order, this extradition proceeding, returning him, had to occur on or about January 13th, 2023. It is further ordered, this order states, that the defendant, having signed in our presence a writing which states that he consents to return to the demanding state of Idaho, said writing shall be forwarded by the clerk of courts to the office of the governor of this Commonwealth. The Sheriff of Monroe County, Pennsylvania, is ordered to deliver a copy of the defendant's signed written consent to the duly accredited agents of the demanding state of Idaho. So what the court is referring to here is that if Mr. Kohberger did not waive his rights to fight extradition, there could have been a proceeding that then would have been required to then go on to determine if the court should order him returned to Idaho. And it's ultimately up to the governor under state law to determine if that should occur. This could have delayed proceedings for another 6 months, even up to a year in some of the cases that I have researched. But again, he did not fight extradition. He agreed to go back. And page 2 of this document, you will see what he signed. And it basically says that I hereby certify that I, Brian Kohberger, of my own free will do voluntarily agree to return to the state of Idaho as a prisoner from the county of Monroe, and for the purpose of answering the charges. Furthermore, I hereby waive all formality, and I am willing to return to the state of Idaho without governor's requisition or other papers necessary in such cases, and do exonerate the county of Monroe from any blame, compulsion, or interference in this connection. So you will see his signature on this page. He was signed this document in open court, and please then return to our podcast in our next episode to learn what happened next. For now, thank you for joining the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy.